Hello, everyone. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. Welcome. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a request for Rodrigo on Patreon. This is a debut, kind of. This is Wild Arms 2, the opening. I don't know if there's a song title, it's just the opening. And it's a very short one because if you remember, intros back then were pretty short. It's only a minute, 30 seconds. Let me just get something out of the way quick. I discovered Wild Arms on this channel, and I love everything I've heard, and I probably will because of the theme of it, the whole Western thing. A lot of people know by now my favorite composer is Ennio Morricone, and I know that he inspired basically this whole soundtrack. So, my hopes are high. I love Wild Arms. Maybe one day I'll even play it because the music is so cool. But this is Wild Arms 2 Opening 1. That's all it says. Yeehaw. I already love it. Their animations always look gorgeous too. Yeah, we're gonna listen to that again. It's way too short. Round 2. Look how epic that is. Like, imagine being a kid seeing that. I'm not a kid and I geek out over that. Second Ignition. Is the official name of that game? We have 3 guitars playing. One left, one right, and one center. I don't have a lot written down here because it's just one of those where I think more than anything when it comes to Wild Arms, it just brings me back to such a, innocent time in my life because I think of all the westerns that I saw growing up. Not nostalgic because of the game. I didn't play the game. But I'm actually curious to how this would have sounded to kids back in the day, because mostly you know, games were mostly geared towards kids, teenagers, like that. So I wonder how this music sounded back then. Like, did it sound corny or did it sound like just as epic? But for me, I hear that and I just immediately go back to, the spaghetti westerns that I've seen, like The Man with No Name, Angel Eyes, stuff like that. So it's like, it's so faithful to it. It's insane. Like the trumpet sound, the guitar strumming, like you could almost hear the horse gallops kicking up sand. It's like you can almost hear that. You can almost hear the beer bottles clinking and people yelling and revolvers being reloaded, and it's just like it paints such nice pictures. I don't even know how the games are, but the perfect use of trumpet, which is a big thing. Like for example, well, trumpet's always used in this kind of music, but the main theme of A Fistful of Dollars, the first thing you hear after dun 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 dun, you hear this bugle in the background, and it just sticks with you for the rest of your life. You cannot not remember that. It's been in my head for decades now. So the trumpet is faithful, the guitars are faithful. The guitars, there's a lot going on. For as short of a song that is, they crammed at least three guitars in there. There was 2 strumming on left and right channels, dun, 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 dun. And then the main melody pushing through in the middle. And then it was just a very simple, straight to the point melody that gets stuck in your head. That's the whole thing with these songs. It's like the melodies were very simple, but they get stuck in your head. Think of, I've said this before, but think of the most cliche Western song which is the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly theme. It's just loaded with stuff like that. And you know that without even knowing where that came from. That's just one of those. It's transcended its, So, I don't know, man. Like, it's just... There's a couple things I'm always going to be biased towards. And I don't even care. It's just who I am. And that's saxophone, music box type sounds, and spaghetti western type music. Now, I want to be clear. When I say westerns, I do mean like from Italy and like Sergio Leone. There are American westerns, but those that's a story for another day, but I don't really consider those. Those are totally different. Like way different movies. They're too clean, they're too like Hollywood. And the music is very orchestral, and I mean it's cool for some people, but for me, I like that like raw grittiness of like the Italian ones with this type of music. It's unbeatable to me. So I have to mention, of course, Michiku Naruke, composer. She is someone I had no idea who that was until recently, and it's just she's on my radar. As far as like I don't always look up composers, almost never, but I feel like I need to watch out for that name. There's a couple names I start to look for now, and she's one of them. To come up with stuff like that, it's good times. Now that I think about it, I think all the Wild Arms stuff I've heard has been openings. I don't think I've heard a song no, I think I've heard one song from Wild Arms 4, I think. 4? I think it was 4. Okay, never mind. Most of them have been openings. But I don't know. I'm just gonna say I'm always gonna like this stuff. Doesn't matter. I more than confident that the whole soundtrack is just full of amazing stuff. And hopefully I get to play it one day because It's what draws me to games these days is the music, and I would not be opposed to spending my hours listening to that. That's just me. By the way, just as a personal recommendation, if you've never given westerns a shot as far as a movie, check out the Dollar trilogy. Just give it a shot, because they're incredible. You know, they're more than just bang bang and whatever. It's beautiful stories, amazing set pieces, amazing camera work, amazing camera angles. You can tell there's improv in there, there's humor, it's just great. They're not underrated, but I think they're underrated. They're just beautiful movies. Anyways, I just need more people to talk to about westerns, that's all. I need more western friends. Anywho, thank you to Rodrigo for the request, and thanks to the Wild Arms community. And yeah, hopefully one day I'll play these and I'll get to join you. But until then, thank you to my Patreon members that you see here supporting me. I wouldn't be here without them. Thank you to you for watching, of course. Thanks to my Patreon Platinum members who skipped the line, basically. That is Kevin, Patrick, Terry, Vanadel, Callanan, Gardelane, Mushamari, Justin, Knox, Triad 101. Until next time, cowboys and cowgirls, my name is Jesse in the auditorium. I will see you all later. Have a splendid evening.